Where y'all doing? We about to go on a scavenger hunt for land. For land. Can y'all hear me? Because, yeah. I got up early this morning and was doing my old work. God's been having me do a lot of my old work, which I enjoy. I miss doing my old work because it's more personal. Y'all, I was sleep. This lash messed up, baby. I was not. You hear me? Sleep. I woke up. I would lay down at 1. I think I woke up at like 5. I don't have no problem sleeping. Hey, hello, everybody. I've been tired, and I'm 45, so if I want to take a nap, I'm going to take a nap. And if that nap is most of the day, well, it's fine. I work hard every day. Even if y'all don't see it, I work hard, because as soon as people know I'm not online, they like, okay, you're not online, okay, so now, more work. You hear me? I'm talking about, I'll be like them. Hey, everybody. Sometimes I'm so tired. You know, not tired like physically, but my mind just be tired. Like coming up with solutions, even though God gave them to me, but still, you still got to hear the other stuff. But it does feel good to see all my seedlings growing. Y'all, put another box in the mail on my next day off. Thank you, Pumpkin. Oh, girl, I was so scared. I felt like I was going to get a whooping. I told everybody, and my cousin could see. You know I don't be. You gotta write "Don't show the people" big on the box. But I deleted it. But I could have got in trouble by you. I felt like I was gonna get a whooping. I told everybody, I feel like I'm about to get a whooping. I was nervous and stuff. I deleted everything. I deleted it all because I didn't read the note first. But I deleted it. I felt like I was going to get a whipping for a good 2 hours after that. I said, I'm grown. So don't kill me. And I don't want you to think I'm dishonest because the people in here know. So I'm just going to tell you anyway. Girl, had me feeling like I was going to get a whooping. Get your mama. Nicole, get your mama. Get her. Nobody, girl, because we hurry up and got off. I never read the note. Y'all know that. And I read the note. Hey, auntie. I read the note, I said, oh, God. I said, yeah, we got to go. And instantly, I was deleting things. I ain't trying to start no trouble with nobody. Baby, I feel so nervous. I said, oh, God. Like, you can't see it because it's deleted, but we got off, erased it, and went on to something else. We did. Act like it never happened. But I want to be honest with you because I felt so, like, crazy after that. I was like, I'm grown. But I feel like I'm about to get it. Maybe this how y'all be feeling when I be getting ready to go off. You got another one coming, but it's okay. The people can see this one. Oh, okay. Okay. I love y'all. I deleted it. I did. My son, listen, he said, Mom, you know what this means? Yeah. You was panicking, didn't listen. I didn't want no smoke, didn't. I was like, I'm about to get in trouble. Listen, didn't. So, you're going to need just your regular Bible and a device to go looking. And it's going to be super simple what we do today. You know what? I do not like drinking bottled water anymore. Every single time that I drink bottled water, it's like it gives me a slight headache. No matter what kind I drink. I would get her, but whole time I wrote the note. Okay, listen. From now on, this go to everybody. If you sending me something super special, put a big paper, because y'all know my eyes is crazy, a big paper in there that say, like, soon as I open it, don't show the people. Put that first. Okay? If you want me to not show, if it's for me, put don't show the people, because y'all be wanting to see me open the gift, so then but I don't read the notes. Now look, help me out. They want me to get in trouble and stuff, but help me. Give me a clue. Auntie sent me something, and I said, well, she probably don't want me to show. It's only because it's from, no. I know, girl. I know, but your daughter, I ain't blaming you now, because she done told on herself. Your daughter, in big letters, should have put Auntie don't show the people. That's what she put that at the end. That's the important stuff. That go at the front of the letter. You done been at almost all the gift openings. You know how this go on the front. Don't show the class. Then I know, okay, leave that on the floor. Got me looking nervous and stuff. I was like, oh goodness. I'm gonna get in trouble. Hopefully she ain't in here. I was so nervous. So anyway, listen, had me nervous. Eric, if y'all ever want to know how I act when I'm nervous, that's it. I don't be knowing what to do. I'll be like, okay, cause I don't know. It give me a minute to get there. It do. Now, I want to say this too. Who's got a chance to watch The Librarians? They may have added fluoride in the water. Bottled water is metallic after the taste. I don't know. But I've been drinking our other water for so long. I drank some in every single time. I drank some last night before I went to sleep. Had a sip of it today, and it does the same thing. Makes me feel like I'm out of my something. I don't know. It's weird. Okay. Y'all know the young lady with the red hair that has the tumor? I don't know if y'all done got that far yet, but if you haven't, then now you know. Have y'all? Yeah, y'all see her gift? Y'all remember me telling y'all that all the things that they be saying is wrong is a superpower? Have y'all noticed in all quitting cold water? Everything that they say is something wrong with it. They are like geniuses in other areas. Right. Yeah. Think about it. So you just gotta find out if you have a baby that they have said has a genetic disorder or something like that. Find out what their superpower is so we can know. Please and thank you. I want to see what they is, because I'd love to see what God done brought to our community. Do you hear me? I'm going to need y'all to get on that. Parents that got babies that got special abilities, we need you to find it. Right. I need y'all to find out what gifts they got so we can know before the stuff pop off who the superheroes is. And I know we got some superheroes in here, so can y'all get on that for your TT, for your sis, please? If you got a baby with special abilities, we need to find out what their superpower is. Thank you. For the community. Do it for the community. Don't do it for the fan. Do it for the community. The man, You had to think about it. Right. Listen, I need y'all to go on and listen. He has extreme strength. Good job. We're going to need us a little Popeye running around. Nephew, and he got a slick mouth. Yeah, we're going to need him for sure. You did good. You did good, Nicole. What else we working with? You hear me? He's quick with his wits and he's strong. See, that's going to be good. We got us a little Popeye, a little Samson running around here. Bet. The strength of Samson. Go. What else we got? Listen, because I'm like, we need to figure out what superheroes we got here so we know where to place y'all when everything goes down. My daughter creates and have the gifts of knowing. Okay, the gifts of knowing is something we gonna need. He says he fights giants and dragons. Do, nephew. Do. We dragon slayers around here and giant killers is. I'm a giant slayer for sure. Yep. He came to the right. See, God knew where to bring him to get his training. And his auntie got swords and shields and stuff. God know what he was doing. He knew it. Very strong, can see spiritual. He can see fake people. His discernment is on point. Come on now. His intuition is on another level. Here we go. So we got some super thinkers. Good job. All right. My cousin has Fragile X syndrome and he only needs 2 hours of sleep. Yep. Perfect. we gonna need him to watch. See, we would make him a watchman. Give him a horn. Bet he only need 2 hours of sleep. That means we got 22 hours of sight. See how that work? My daughter has dyslexia, and I swear she can read minds. Mind reader, great. Gonna need that. Anybody else? Anybody else? You hear me? Anybody else? But that can see the spiritual. We gonna need him at the nighttime too. My auntie was a chosen one too. I miss her so much. Okay. My baby is the one who told us my cat was a body snatcher and not a real cat. I be trying to tell y'all, listen to these kids. My son will draw all the maps. Good job. Okay. Your cousin is a healer. Okay. But we talking about the babies that you got with you that's going to be with you, the people that's apart. Because is your cousin here? I ain't trying to be funny, Kim, but we need the people that is connected to y'all that might be in the community. I don't want you bringing nobody that don't believe, and then they use their gift for the other side. No. They got to be a part of this place. My youngest daughter is hard of hearing, but she feels things and learning ASL. Come on. One of my kids has photogenic memory. Yeah. See? So if they get but if we go somewhere, they can draw, and then we got somebody to draw the map. You see how that just worked out? We got photogenic memory and a map maker. Now you see where I'm going with this. You said, yes, she's a follower and can talk fire from burns. Okay. Do you see what I'm saying? We got the map maker, and then we got the photogenic, and then we got a mind reader, and then we got super strength. Do you see what I'm saying? You see the gifts? We got the people that can see the spirit and can feel. I'm the map. Right. Do you see what I'm saying? He's bold, too. He tells everyone. Everywhere we go, excuse me, God is alive, and I'm going with Jesus. He said he's on a mission. It's his mission oriented. Girl, where did you pick up this kid? But do you believe your auntie when I say they souls is as old as ours? And they understand? You said my son is a giant. He's 6'4" and 16. My autistic daughter has photographic memory. Good job. We're going to need that. We're going to need it. But my daughter can draw any person if you describe them like they do the policeman. Artists, great. See, this is the thing. Who did you see, baby? Tell us what you saw. Do you see how? And y'all probably think this is crazy, but do y'all think that God did those things for no reason? But most people don't think about those things as being gifts. That's what I look for in people. I don't care about what they say you can't do. I want to know what you can do. Your grandson has good aim. Good job. See, that's the stuff we need. But do you understand this? If I were to build a community, that's what I'm looking for. Can you build? Do you know how to, what do you do really well? Like, with your eyes closed, you can do it. When you are building a community of people, most people be like, oh, they can't do this. And I don't care what they can't do. You're looking at the wrong thing. What can they do? And most times when you look there, you find amazing things. They'll be like, wait a minute, I didn't know they knew how to do it. I know, because all you want to talk about is what they can't do. My G baby is also an interpreter of dreams. Come on now. Okay. Definitely gonna need that. But do you see? Folks be looking for what they can't. I'll be looking for what they can, because that's what God did with us. Did he not? Everything that people said you couldn't do, God said, you'll find the strength in me. My oldest loved to build something out of nothing. Come on. Do you understand? He didn't worry about what the world said you couldn't do. He said, with me, you can do anything. Did he not? Long as I'm in the mix and I'm okay with it, what do you want to do? Let's do it. Same thing he did with us. The devil said, you can't, you're not able. And God said, with me, you can. Period. Ain't no end to it. He said, there's nothing I can't do. Just because you can't walk don't mean Stephen Hawkins. He couldn't even talk. He had to use a computer to talk for him, but his mind worked just like that girl's. Ain't that crazy? Hey, Pumpkin. One part of his body didn't work. That didn't mean all of it didn't work. Matter of fact, he had one of the most powerful brains. They studying, ain't they supposed to study his brain or whatever? Trying to understand how it works? Hello? Wow. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Power, you hear me? This is the thing, family. In this time, you ain't going to be able to focus on what people can't do. You're going to have to find their strengths. The people around you know what they like, know what they're capable of, because whoever he put around you, hey, Pumpkin, it's for a reason. Y'all realize that. We was put in each other's lives for a reason, and the people around, he beat IBM, Watson computer. Okay. So this is what I'm trying to tell you, but his hands and stuff don't work. The Bible say don't be deceived by what you see. Try the spirit by the spirit, right? So somebody could look at him and say, oh, whole time he the smartest person on this part of the hemisphere, or maybe all around the world. Like, what do you mean, just because his body is one way? Look at how God even does that. Maybe it took all of the energy in his body to run that brain, as to why his body started to shut. We don't know how God set it up, because his brain worked the way that he do. We don't know how much energy it took to run that brain, how much juice and extra this and that, and what it does to your body. Because guess what? If you think about it, even in the movies, when a person has a special ability, whenever they use it, it drains their energy. Does it or does it not? And after they use it, they're weak right after that. No? The warrior who gets the surge or whatever, right after that, they be weak, and the other people around them have to fight for them. Yes or no? They get that burst of energy or that whatever else it is, but right after that, they gotta go somewhere and recoup and get some strength, or get to whatever their power source is. So if you think about that, my son has part of his brain. Doctors are amazed when they see him, and very true. We don't know. We have no idea. We have no idea of how God has set it up to where if one thing is not working, this one is, people can't even understand it, because it defies modern medicine and science. And that's how we know they just practiced it and he got it down pat. They're still studying the brains. From what you said, my son has part of his brain, and doctors are amazed when they see him. Very true. So they be telling you what you can't live without, and God said with me, ain't nothing gonna be, it's gonna be just fine. Do you see how that works? He got it down packed. They still practicing. That's why it's called medical practice. Because they don't know. God created matter. He can manipulate it however he wants to. And people forget that sometimes, I think. It don't matter what kind of matter it is. No? Any of y'all got medical miracles in your life? yours or someone close to you, and the doctor say we don't even understand, right? Because y'all practicing and he ain't. Hey, Pumpkin. Hey, Keish. There you go. If you ever wondered, now you know. Yep. If you ever wonder, now you know. So, I'm going to run to the restroom. We got 20 minutes and get y'all stuff. We're going to be in the regular 3 days to live, but God said different. Come on, that's what I'm talking about right there. That. All of it. Every bit of it. That's what I'm talking about. So, Dad bless me to heal quickly. Come on, Auntie. Come on. And some people bodies don't. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's so many things every single day to be thankful for. If you, hey Pumpkin, hey Miss Rose, if you didn't know, hopefully since you've been at WOIU, you really never can think of too many things to say thank you for. Simple things like thank you for letting my blood clot, or people be like, what? It's important. I know you might not even think about it, but it's some people that have to live in a bubble because they can't bump themselves because it could be deadly, or they can't do this because it could be deadly. You just walking through life acting like it gotta be like that, but it don't. But it don't. There's people that's allergic to sunlight, allergic to water. He gave an extreme pain tolerance, endurance. A lot of my doctors are baffled that I can walk most of the time due to my ailment. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what your TT is talking about. This stuff. You hear me? So if you can't find nothing to be happy about, that stuff will do it. Told my auntie 6 months to live from cancer. She lived 10. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I mean, he has the last say so, for real, for real. He really do. I know people don't think so, but do you believe him or man? And that's the thing. A lot of people would rather believe man because they can see and hear man. Well, God can see what the doctors can't. He knew 20 years ago it was going to be here today, whatever it is. And I mean, anyway, I don't even know why we go in there. Somebody needs some faith. There you go. The news then came, whatever it is. Do you believe him or them? I don't know who this for, but there you go. Or it might be for somebody that ain't even in class right now. Yes, ma'am. What's going on, Auntie? Oh, 10 years. Oh, they gave her 6 months and she lived 10 years. Got it. My son was born with a dimple on his spine. They said he wouldn't walk, but he walks just fine. And he was so nice in elementary school that his teacher let him teach the class. Come on. What they said? Auntie, what's your update? Come on. You heard that? He was born with a dimple in his spine. They said he wouldn't walk. He walks fine. And he was so smart he was teaching the class. That's what I'm talking about. Just got my news. My mom... Uh-oh. You said just got my news. My mom has kidney failure. I felt that. Oh, get her some, what's the name? Sour sop. Pantry saved me a case of powdered milk. I always ask if they have any. Come, a case, Auntie? You making soup mix? Is that what you've been making? You've been making soup mix? He said, oh, okay. Yeah. Y'all heard that? Favor ain't fair. Dandelion help for kidneys too. Okay. Dandelions help for kidneys as well. And bitters together. Okay, y'all got it. I was just saying what I did, with a little bit of what I know. Did y'all hear that? A case, not 2 extra bags. A case of powdered milk that they save for her. Who remembers me saying, listen, you said just got home about to. Come on, Auntie. Let me ask you a question. So just know that I've been trying to report the news to y'all, like on TikTok, because I know we still over there, some of us. He is good. But I ain't been wanting to talk about it. That's why I've been listening to my music, sitting outside, because a lot is happening. Mm-hmm. Give me 1 second. Yeah, Isabel. I'm looking. I need to get my chargers. Hold on. That's what I need. I need my charger. Give me a second. I'm gonna run to the restroom, and then we about to do something real quick. Hold on. Okay, sorry y'all. Y'all know I'm up in my water intake every day, so there's that. It's already tripping. They had nothing left when I got there. I try to let the people who really need the pantry shop. I show up when it's closed and take what's left. Thanks, Dad. Come on, Auntie. Come on, Auntie. And when there's listen, listen, listen. Yeah, that. And this is the thing. If you didn't know when you got here, I know you know now that being stingy and not looking out for other people is not the way to get abundance. The world tells you keep as much as you can for yourself. And God says the more you give away, the more I give you. For the right reasons, of course, right? Is there anybody that can go to their cabinets and maybe when you got here, it was a struggle to keep groceries, it was a struggle to keep gas, it was a struggle to keep toilet paper, and now that's not an issue. Whatever it is, maybe your account was always in a negative, and maybe now it don't ever be in a negative. That's a whole plus. You see what I'm saying? And all it was you looking out for, I don't care if it's the person behind you at McDonald's. I don't care if it's cooking a person a plate that you know ain't got no food at work. Whatever it is that you do, doing somebody here for free, whatever your thing is. I know for a fact that once you started to do that thing, you started to see different in your life. And your life became easier in one way or another. You didn't have to struggle as much to get the things that they show up. They show up. I don't care if you working. I don't care if your car is down. You going to get to the store. You going to get your groceries. It doesn't matter. If you believe and you don't just be like, I can't worry about nobody else. I got to worry about me. You see a different life. That's where I got my oil of oregano, my collagen, my dandelion, my lines. Oh, okay. Oh, you saying you got it. You see what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people, my family included, they be like, I just don't understand. I've been trying to tell y'all. Y'all don't believe that. So y'all don't do it and then you don't see it. My cousin said something today and it tickled my whole soul. She said, yeah, she had the experience. I told y'all whenever she let me tell it, I'ma tell y'all. But she didn't got that first good old hit of that good. You hear me? And she like, I'm ready for another one. I said, now you see I won't go back to regular fake Christianity, because after you have experiences like that and you see God show up at your house or show up in the middle of the night when you already know it ain't nobody to call, baby, you don't want to go back to that mundane stuff. Hold on, Auntie, give me 1 second. Hey, family, and be putting more money in the account. Items for purchase be cheaper and lack be minimum. Come on. So you just gonna be all in my business? Shh. Good job. Something I was gonna read. Never mind. We just gonna go back because my account was always negative 1,500 plus. I was tithing in that synagogue of Satan. Once I started tithing here with my family, no more negative. No way. You said what, Auntie? Did y'all hear? Can I repeat that for them over here? Because people don't believe. Can I? Mari said, and got something to put in the account, and Auntie came right under that and said, yeah, my account used to be negative 1,500. Now that ain't the thing. You said what? You said what? So understand, y'all. Okay. Now do y'all see why I said some people used to try to use me as a slot machine? They realized that when they came around me, because we spoke good things into their life, and I'm not saying it happened because of me, I'm just showing you. But they might not even really like me, but they'll keep me around because they see that certain things when I'm around them, they come to pass and their life changes. Kind of like the Simon the Sorcerer type deal. You remember he was seeing all the miracles and all of that stuff, and he was around not for what was really happening. He wanted it so that he could go and try to take it and make money off of it for something that they were doing for free. Right? Nobody is forcing you. Where I moved to, my cost of living went up, but somehow I still have the same spending power as before. No decrease. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm trying to tell you how we work. You see what I'm saying? When you have a person or people around you, we started giving as a community. Do y'all remember this? Y'all remember? $5, $10. This was for people to get gas. Before I even really knew how to work this here internet good, we was giving money every day for a good 2 months until I realized, oh, they hustling us. They is hustling us. No, let's get this business started because we ain't about to keep doing this. We don't even know how much the money the people was getting. They getting thousands of dollars and buying cars. Now, hold on. Wait a minute. We need to do this right. So if you gave in the early foundation of WOIU, I don't care if it was $1.24 to help somebody else, I know your life done changed. Your physical, your financial, your whatever, it's relationship, it's at work, whatever. I know it has, because you cannot sow into the struggle has been overcame. Come on. Being here taught me how to tithe, and I give so much more than I take now. I make sure God has his share. So if any of you, because tithing ain't even always money. Who agrees now with that? I realized when I gave and help folks, if someone tried to get over, they will pay. Yeah. It ain't always, you can tie the hairdo, you can tie the ride, you can tie the plate, you can tie the whole bunch of stuff. I learned to spend my money wisely before. I used to just buy whatever. Now I look at prices. Ooh, Isabel, you make your TT so happy. All of y'all make me happy. All of y'all. Anybody telling me that they have surplus, that your account ain't in the negative, that you learned how to, it makes me happy. If you can go to your cabinets, if you at home, and how low that be dropping them prices be unreal quiche. That's why, okay, who prayed God let me get everything I need for what I got in my pocket? Have y'all prayed that prayer yet? And then it be you be having 17 cents left, but you got way more than what you thought you was going to get. I like him working out the cash register for me. Do you hear me? You'll get up there and we like, everything you bought is on sale. Everything. The person come behind you, put the same stuff up there, and for some reason it don't ring the same, baby. I done watched it happen. Watch people run back and they like, nope, and I ain't changed no prices on nothing. My husband was out of work for over a year. He started a new job last month because supervisor within 2 weeks, and now just got promoted to foreman the other day. Come on. Do you hear me? Congratulations, right. Do you see? You want to go back to the, okay. Who want to go back to the old life? Who want to go back to asking people before you ask God? Stop now and be truthful with myself. Come on. You said, nope, not ever for me. Me either. You hear me? Me either. For what? He been too good to me. I don't got to beg and grovel with him and all of that. If I just try to understand, try to treat people right, try to keep changing, he make it happen. So why would I go back to that? Absolutely not. I don't want no parts of it. I know God has blessed my hands, so I be doing hair and cooking and baking for free. And people be like, you crazy. I be like, nah, God has blessed me with these talents, so it's my duty. Ooh, to give in the ways I can. Oh, pumpkin. The old life is ghetto. Walks away from it, bougie fly. Come on, Maury. I don't want that. The old life is ghetto. I don't want it. I get free hairdos and haven't worked in years, and my needs are met. Tithing works when you a cheerful giver. Come on. Hallelujah. Anyhow. You said I ride past the church and shake my head and say to myself, how did you not know? It's okay, because we all did it. Because can I be honest with y'all? 100%. I stopped giving my money at one point in time to just a specific church, and I would give it to people. And I started to see something. Do you understand? I still would drop it off at the church in the mailbox. Remember I told y'all, but it wasn't the same church. It was random churches I didn't even know. And people used to be like, you ain't even going to put it in no envelope, ain't? Because if somebody come in this mailbox and steal it, then they must have needed it. I don't know, but I'm going to put the cash in there. I put cash. Sometimes it's $700 in cash, putting it in the thing. You hear me? And one time, this one lady, she said, I know that be you putting that cash in there. She said, could you please put it in the envelope? I said, no. She done ran out the office, seen me on the camera. Hey! I came to WIU in the first week of March of 22, and you told us about the thank you list. On April 11th, 22, I wrote my thank you list and thanked him for a new job and was fired the next day. Sis, I promise it be like that. She'll be like, wait, I thought this was going to be like 3 weeks. Give me some time. He said, oh, okay, done. If that ain't some man, do you hear me? Do you hear me? He said, oh, you don't want to work here no more? Don't worry about it. I got you. Because he don't want you to be stressed. But you don't be thinking he going to do it like that. He has provided everything since, and I haven't had to work for anyone but him. Girl, easier life? Easier life. Easier life. So you ain't worked, but your bills is paid and you don't got to work. How many people, when I told y'all that before, y'all didn't believe me? Or that you don't have to work yourself to death and God is still going to provide for you? Be honest. How many of y'all that was hard for y'all to understand when you first came here? It don't matter if you got a car, food. It don't matter. You're still gonna get paid. Thanks, Keish. Okay. Cause a lot of people, it took y'all a minute to really, for real, take that in. Cause all you hear is you don't work, you don't eat, you don't work. Well, who said just cause you're not clocking in at no job that you're not working? Maybe you're the person people can call every night. I was skeptical, but I had the faith, and he showed you the next day. Girl, it's not funny, but it is, because he be doing me like that too. You be like, wait. I remember I used to be trying to date people, and he'll be like, I said, God, if you don't want them to be, baby, that day, they won't be here. Don't worry about it. Because they about to get right on skedaddled on out of here. But he showed me, and the people around me have started trying to change their ways now. Come on, Keish. Come on, Keish. You remember us talking about when you change, the people around you change or they go away. Sometimes they get tired of seeing you get blessed, and they know you shouldn't be because you ain't working or your situation is whatever. They can't. They either gonna get with it or they gonna get gone, cause it hurts their heart because they doing all of this and all of that, and you not doing a quarter of it. And they be like, "You got what? What happened? Somebody paid some money on your bill and this and that." Yeah, I mean, what? And every day is something. And so then they start looking at you sometimes a little crazy because they want that for themselves. They do. But they are embarrassed sometimes to ask you how you doing it. And I'm not ashamed to tell you. I don't care. You hear me? Once I learn what works, you said, no, it is funny. Yeah. You'll be like, wait, that's crazy. You just gonna move real fast, real quick. I see you, Dad. I see you. Or you say, God, help me get patience, and then he put somebody in your midst that you cannot get rid of, and they always doing something, but he got you in a situation where you can't afford to pop off. You said you wanted some patience. Okay, they gonna get on your nerves several times a day. They're gonna send other people to get on your nerves. You said you want some patience. Okay, I got you. I remember being on welfare, and a friend asked me to send some stuff for the children that I had for school. I didn't know where I was going to get it from. I got a whole bureau to send. Come on, that part. That part. Oh, it don't matter what you doing and what. Listen, baby, I used to go to the Goodwill. I'm trying to tell you, God started putting new clothes because I was always buying some kids some clothes at the Goodwill. But they would be brand new stuff, and I'm talking about kids in my neighborhood. Socks. Well, I would go buy like new socks and underwear, but t-shirts, hats, coats. God let me find all the stuff. Walmart being just put there, Target being just put it there, Kohl's being just dropped it off. They still got the tags on them, and I'm coming through and grabbing these for all the neighborhood kids. I don't even pray that prayer no more. I just ask the Lord to give me strength in each situation, girl. I told y'all be careful. I said I don't pray for that. I stopped asking for that. Oh, some of y'all thought I was being funny when I said be careful with that one. Because if you don't like to wait, your feelings about to be real good and hurt. Don't. Patience? That means you got to wait for it. I don't want that. I mean, give me patience, but not like that. I asked him to make my son a man after his own heart, like David was. This boy is sweet and sensitive, but not scared to get rowdy either. He be getting me together, snatching me by my edges. Dude, nephew, keep it up. Good work. TT is proud of you. Yeah, all of y'all. Listen, when I tell you this, now that you know the secrets of God, because this is what you've learned. If you didn't know before, and your financial situation and different things like that was different before you came here, your cabinets used to be real empty and stuff, or you was always avoiding the mailbox, whatever that is, avoiding the phone calls, all of it. I've been through all of it. But once you learn the secret of God, yeah. Once you learn the secret of, you said in my Kelly Price voice, better be careful what you pray. Ooh. To him, because he's going to turn around and show you. Listen. Now y'all understand why I be like, Sometimes y'all be saying stuff, and I don't even be wanting to repeat it. No, because that's crazy. But if that's what you want to do, you go on and do it. Go on and do it, because you said you want him to change your life. Oh, you know it got to go upside down before it go back right? He says, ask and you shall receive, shall do. You said, no, I don't have space, but I'm thankful. Listen. This is my thing. I don't want to go back to the other life. And it's been a long time. It's been a long time that I've been doing this, you know? And I have had bad and I have had good. But I told God, that's another reason why I've been on here, y'all, because I've been doing a lot of soul searching and just thanking God for different things and just being alone with him and just me and not even really doing too much talking on the phone. Like, I've been talking because I got to do my other work, but I've been just like in the house with me and him, just talking to him, telling him thank you, especially from what I'm about to play for y'all. I really, because I've been trying to stay off TikTok because it's like my dreams is happening. Like every day, my dreams are happening, or different things that he had me look at, and it's I just don't want to be rattled. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I don't want to be rattled. And the devil will try to keep you overstimulated, but I got to be able to think and have strategy and understand what God is saying. So, okay, now, here we go.
Hours ago, I posted a video saying America's headed into recession. A few hours later, the Wall Street Journal came out with a full-page article saying we're headed into recession. CNBC backed it up yesterday. This is becoming mainstream. I didn't really know how fast this was going to gain traction, but I knew we were very, very close, okay? Yesterday, the market was down 850. Today, right now, it's down about 700 points in a recession. CNBC backed it up yesterday. This is becoming mainstream. I didn't really know how fast this was going to gain traction, but I knew we were very, very close, okay? Yesterday, the market was down 850. Today, right now, it's down about 700 points. Just a few hours ago, Trump has threatened Canada with more pain than we've ever inflicted on our best friend and neighbor, Canada. This is becoming faster and faster. This is going to happen. Okay, 1.5 million of you have watched this video since I posted it 36 hours ago, and I know a lot of you guys are afraid. Okay, and hours later, the Wall Street Journal came out with a full-page article saying we're headed into recession. CNBC backed it up yesterday. This is becoming mainstream. I didn't really know how fast this was going to gain traction, but I knew we were very, very close. Okay, yesterday the market was down 850. Today, right now, it's down about 700 points. Just a few hours ago, Trump has threatened Canada with more pain than we've ever inflicted on our best friend and neighbor, Canada. This is becoming faster and faster. This is going to happen. Okay, 1.5 million of you have watched this video since I posted it 36 hours ago, and I know a lot of you guys are afraid. Okay, and I'm sorry about that, but you should be afraid. Trump is unhinged. Okay, I've known him half my life. He's a sociopath. He has no empathy.
Now, we ain't even done yet, but can we dissect just that first couple 45 seconds of that video, because he talking real fast. I got one question for y'all. Was I fear-mongering? Was I fear-mongering? The urgency to hurry up and get your stuff. Hurry up and get your stuff. Get your stuff right now. Thank you, Maury, for our stuff. You see what he said first? He said fast. Then he said faster and faster. You should be scared. Steve Seibold. I reposted it on TikTok. Okay? Do you see? I said, you're not going to have time to be trying to figure out. Stuff is going to be... Do y'all remember these conversations? Anybody? Get it while you can, because it ain't going to be no money. Y'all remember this? You don't want, when everything is happening, to be trying to get ready. Did we have this conversation? Okay.
For other people. He doesn't feel anyone else's pain. And he's the most powerful man and one of the richest people in the world now. And so he doesn't feel grocery store pain or any other pain or like that. He's just going to keep going.
From March to October of 22, did we talk about the government not being able to feed you and they wasn't going to be worried about what you and your family is going to eat? You remember when people was coming in here and telling me, oh, the government will make sure. I said, it's not going to be like COVID. There's not going to be any money. I said, they're going to be and cut the stamps and cut this and cut that. It's not going to be like it was last time. What unemployment? They're not doing that. Did y'all remember we had this conversation? Excuse me. Hey, auntie. You said, and the truth has set most of us free. Okay. But do y'all remember these conversations? Yeah? Okay.
Or I wouldn't be surprised if we sent troops into Canada. Our best friend. Okay, all right, so what do? Let's get down to it. Well, here's what we have to do, guys. We have to outlast this guy. That's it, okay? Yeah, the GOP is a mess. There's a bunch of cowards in there that won't stand up to the bully Trump. I get it. You're right about that, okay? But Trump is the lightning rod. He is the sociopath, okay? They're just a bunch of cowards, the other people. But Trump is the sociopath. We have to outlast this guy. All right, what do? I've written 4 books on money. I have some suggestions for you. I hope you'll consider them as you go forward, okay? Please build an emergency fund. I want you to build the biggest emergency fund that you can. Ideally 12 months, okay, of money. So if you make $50,000 a year, you need a $50,000 emergency fund. If you make $100,000 a year, etc., you need $100,000. Now, if you're sitting there saying, Steve, that's great, but I can't, how am I going to possibly do that? I don't know. I'm talking to 1.5 million people, so everyone's different, okay? But I do have some suggestions for it, broad suggestions. Some of it will work for some people and others for others, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, number 1. Go through your subscriptions, Netflix, Hulu, all these subscriptions we have, and we don't use most of them, Audible, all that stuff, right? Prime, and cancel them. Cancel them for now. You can get them back later, okay?
Did we talk about how much money we was wasting 3 years ago? Did we talk about going through your budget and writing down where you spend your money and seeing where all your money goes? 200 on nails, 300 on this, how much y'all eat out? Did we talk about it? Did y'all do that when y'all came here? We did that exercise 2 or 3 years ago, or even if you got here a year ago, we talk about finances a lot. Do we not? If you're not wise with the little he give you, he gonna take that even away. Cut out all the frivolous. We talked about it. So do you agree that God gave you a 3-year head start on what we are listening to? Because you know why he's saying you need $50,000 or half of that? Why do y'all think he's saying you need that much money right now? Because most people don't have stocked cabinets, right? Yep. Most people, so he's saying if you want to continue to live the way that you normally do, you're going to need to hurry up and try to get this money. Everything about to skyrocket in price. I know I bought 12 eggs today that was $9, but I was trying to get the 18 pack and it was $14. I could not believe that. Never paid $14 for 18 eggs ever. Everything is to catch up and to get supplies. Exactly. So think about this. The only reason that they are telling people to hurry up and get your stuff right now is because they know that supplies and stuff are about to be not available. Let's go.
And especially movies, okay, what we pay for movies. I know it's $20 or $10 or, $30 or whatever it is. Get a library card if you don't have it. This is my library card for the North Georgia Library System. I love the library. I check out books. I was in there yesterday, check out books all the time, and just fantastic. It's all free. It's all free. They have games in there for kids, for families to play. They have a whole DVD section of most of these libraries. It's amazing if you go through your public library.
Familiar to you? I got 60 eggs for $30. Listen, I paid 119 on 15 dozen of eggs. Oh my goodness. I went to reorder from that rainforest place and the price had doubled. Interesting. Did, did y'all hear? So do we have books? Do we have games? Do we have DVDs? Do we have books? Do we have games? Do we have DVDs? Do we have coloring books and paint and all of the stuff in the house that we, because you ain't going to be going to the movies. We didn't buy all them clothes because we knew people wasn't about to be going nowhere because there wasn't going to be no money and nowhere to go. So do you believe that he was getting you ready for now? Yarn and supplies. Come on. I'm just saying. And you ain't got to rush out and buy nothing. You don't got to rush out and hurry up and try to stock nothing. You don't got to try to rush out and hurry up and try to get no survival stuff. I'm forever looking for coloring books. Come on, auntie. You don't got to try to hurry up and be in the... Do you see it? You said YouTube have free movies. Grab a jump drive and download them. Uh-oh. There you go. But do you see? Remember, people was telling us we was doing too much. Y'all remember? And they don't want to think about that right now. Well, now you forced to. And it's the worst time to think about it because stuff is about to skyrocket. It's already 3 to 6 times more. What is it about to be now? Also, the cinema app has free movies and TV shows. I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay, what you can find. For now, make that your entertainment system. Cancel all these things. It adds up. I know it's not a ton, but it's going to add up. Okay, number 2, sell off all the old stuff you can. Go through your old clothes, your attic, your basement, everything you can. You're probably sitting on thousands and thousands of dollars that you don't know. That you don't really,
Your Blue Wave takes jump drives. No. Okay, auntie. I didn't know. Well, thank you for telling me. Good job. Interesting. Okay. I'm about to get my music together. That's my thing. I'm a movie person, whatever. I watch a little TV. Y'all done send me, but I'm about to get my music. That's what I'm about to get. That is what's gonna be hard for me. I done pulled out the little thing and everything. Listen. You said I've been told I'm collecting books for dust. They just don't know. Okay, so did we get rid of all the stuff that we didn't need? Did we stop buying stuff that didn't have no value? You see, the first said is clothes and stuff. Miss Frizzle, that's why I started getting vinyls. Come on. Ooh. The game consoles play those drives too. They put movies. Oh, you can put them on there. Charging my iPod Classic right now, auntie. I just found mine. It's in there on the Cricket. Sure did. I'm about to hook my... And I think that's why I got Apple Music. I was supposed to be downloading songs to that thing, and I didn't. That's why I had Apple Music. Excuse me, I couldn't remember why I got it. That's why I got it, so I could download the music onto my iPod that my daughter bought me, because I will be doing that. You can play Blu-ray on PS5 too. Okay, that's all right. We in there. We good. Gonna have to start burning CDs again. Will. So, who's happy that you didn't spend a whole lot of money on clothes and stuff this last 3 years? I tried to sell myself on Facebook, but ran into scammers, but I'm going to keep trying that part. Who's happy that you started buying everything on a budget and it wasn't about how much you could spend, it was about how less you could spend and where you could put it somewhere else? About to be hitting iTunes, getting all my new and old music. Yep. Yeah. This is a trip. Now all of a sudden my screen is black and no volume, but nothing was wrong with my Wi-Fi. Interesting. Because y'all know what we talking about. Y'all know how they do it. Okay, let's keep going. Come on back in, niece. That's crazy.
You just haven't looked into. Go on Facebook Marketplace, sell it there. Okay, sell it on eBay, sell it whatever platform you want. You could probably bring in several $1,000s. Okay, doing that. Number 3, stop donating to charity.
Hold on. Thanks, I must need that. Got an instant pot on clearance yesterday after y'all talked about it in class. Come on, girl. Listen.
I know this is controversial. Do it for now. Now you will bring in several $1,000s. Okay, doing that. Number 3, stop donating to charities. I know this is controversial. Do it for now. Now you are the charity. You guys, this is the threat of our lifetime. Okay?
What y'all think about what he said? That part of it. What do y'all think about that? In a time like this, what do you think about what he said? Free R. Kelly, he done wrote 25 albums. While behind the wall, I need that music. That part. Donate to Americans for only 10 cents a day. But think about what we just talked about. We know that what is happening is spiritual right now, do we not? I'm about to show y'all something. Is it not? Everything that is happening now is a spiritual happening. Yes or no? Okay. So because you still give when other people are stressed out about money, you are not. You are telling me how you get this on sale and that on sale, and you have enough in your account, but everybody else is now stressing about money at a time, the whole world, really, and you're not. You're not worried about food. You're not worried about having clean water. You're not worried about being in the dark. You're not worried about being cold. You're not worried about being bored. You're not worried about being unsafe. You're not worried about any of those things. I have a question. Did we talk about this? Did we? Do y'all remember me asking y'all or telling y'all that I said, God, I want a Joseph experience? Who remembers me saying this? And I told y'all you might want to ask for that. Do you realize you're living in the Joseph experience right now? You realize that? Okay, you don't believe me? Watch. Okay. COVID, everybody had money for the most part. God said it was going to be 7 years of good, right? And then 7 years of famine. Now look, listen. So while it was good times, he was very responsible and was not wasteful at all, while everybody else around the world or in that area was having the biggest festivals they could have, eating and letting stuff waste. And all of this, he kept hearing, it's going to be 7 years of famine right after this. A lot of people died, just not the people under Joseph. Joseph had when the world didn't, because he listened when God told him to move. He didn't have to run out and be stressed about what his kingdom was going to eat, what his household and his area was going to eat, because he took care of it before they needed it. Do you feel that now? How is it that God allows you to have everything that you need? Still be finding everything $70 people food boys. Come on. and it wasn't for him, his family would have to. Oh, okay. So if you ask for the Joseph experience, listening to this, these people didn't believe that the famine was coming. They didn't get together and say, you know what, I'm now they want to get rid of the Netflix and blowing the money and all of them clothes that we talked about, the sandwiches and the salads with the name brands on them. Y'all remember? See, it was funny 2 years ago. It ain't funny now, is it? I said, let them laugh at you. Get the things that's going to be valuable. Well, why is he selling all that stuff now? He's selling all that stuff because it was expensive. It wasn't valuable. Do y'all see the difference now? Who remembers our class on valuable, and expensive? I said, just because it costs a lot don't mean it got no value to it. There's stuff that God didn't let you buy in the last 3 years that he even let you get on sale, but it is some of the most valuable stuff right now. Powdered eggs. What they have to pay for powdered eggs now, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, you did not have to pay that. Come on. Come on. Come on. They laughed at us when we was dehydrating fruit and canning and buying peanut butter and beans and all of this stuff, and people was laughing and they was spending and they was going and taking trips and they was real ideas in effect. They had my mama held up at the airport. She had to go through a whole bunch to get through the thing. That's my next pantry haul. Come on, powdered eggs, that part. Yep, I see how high they are now. I'm happy I had mine. Come on. And going to the pantries. Come on. I just got my portable toilet. Come on in the room.
We need to get ahead of this thing before this guy collapses the entire economy and no one has it. And just fantastic. It's all free. It's all free. They have games in there for kids, for families to play. They have a whole DVD section of dollars that you don't know, that you don't really, that you just haven't looked into. Go on Facebook Marketplace, sell it there. Okay, sell it on eBay. That's the threat level we have right now, guys. I'm telling you, I've known Trump half my life. I know what he's capable of. Okay, he just threatened Canada with an inch of their life, and we have a lot of power. He has a ton of power. We have a power with our money and our. Obviously, it collapses the entire economy, and no one has. Okay, doing that. Number 3, stop donating to charities. I know this is controversial. Do it for now. Now you are the charity. You guys, this is the threat of our lifetime. Okay? We need to get ahead of this thing before this guy collapses the entire economy and no one has any work and the grocery store shelves are barren and no one's getting. I know this is controversial. Do it for now. Now you are the charity. You guys, this is the threat of our lifetime. Okay? We need to get ahead of this thing before this guy collapses the entire economy and no one has any work and the grocery store shelves are barren and no one's getting Social Security checks or they're interrupted. Okay?
You see it, you heard it. Did we not talk about it? Did we? All of that. They gonna cut the money off and it ain't gonna be no food in the store. You ain't gonna be able to watch TV like you normally do. And this country really ain't got no money. It's crashed already. And now the mainstream people is singing it. Okay.
That's the threat level we have right now, guys. I'm telling you, I've known Trump half my life. I know what he's capable of. Okay? He just threatened Canada with an inch of their life. And we have a lot of power. He has a ton of power. We have a power with our money and obviously our defense. I mean, You know, this whole house of cards that Trump is creating is going to crash. Okay? And there's going to be major consequences. We have to get ahead of this. You've got to protect your family. Okay? Now, again, if you're listening to this and you're a MAGA person, you go, see, well, you know, you don't understand, blah, 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 and you watch Fox News every day, I can't help you. I don't know what to tell you. You've been bamboozled.
What if you were just hearing that now? And you spent the last 3 years doing whatever you wanted to do, or 2 years, or however long you've been here. What if the situations that we talked about right before this, say you were still living how you was before you came to WOIU this whole time, and you just heard that today, what situation would you be in right now? What state of mind, if you just spent $10,000 on a vacation and just went and did this and did that, all of this whole Christmas extravagant, this, that, and the other, where would your mind be? I would cry and panic, deja vu all over again. Uh-oh. Effed up. That part. You would panic, you would have anxiety, you would have worry. I would be rushing out to the store. Interesting. You would be sick. I'd be worried that would make me frantic, you know, the same way they said you were making folks feel. Stuck and scared. Interesting. I would be stressed. Hubby keep asking about the anniversary trip. Interesting. A panic and crying like no one told me. Panicked. Interesting. It happened. A mess, a mess, a mess. Interesting. Interesting. So, straight strategy model, YouTube University. What are the important things they huddle and break? Listen, devastated. Antique storehouse, got washing boards on deck. They true. You would be a mess. Okay. No, thank our dad. Thank God. But I just want you to see something. Because we knew that this kind of talk and this kind of frenzy was coming, did we not? We felt this frenzy 3 years ago. How many of you, when I started talking about the things that I was talking about and God had me telling y'all certain stuff, you felt that urgency and you didn't even feel like you had that much time? But he allowed you to feel 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago when you came here, what they in the world is feeling, all of them at one time. But you don't have to feel that now. We're still trying to figure out the autistic needs. So, me too. You don't have to feel that right now, do you? You hear the urgency in his voice. Sell what you can. Buy this. The stores are going to clear out. But when we were saying that 3 years ago, people called us crazy. They called you crazy. They called me crazy. They called you crazy. They called me crazy. They called us crazy. Remember, we was in a code, they told us. And we was talking crazy. And y'all need to quit listening to that crazy lady online because she don't even go to church. Well, you know who's finding out that all of that is happening right now? A lot of the people in the church. And they're not prepared. They laughed in our faces. They did. Okay. So there's that.
Hey everybody, so this just came out. Apparently
I'll be right
Canada
back.
would be unloading some of its debt it owns from the U.S. government. So it's unloading bonds. Now, it's getting...
Did we talk about bonds being insurance and the stock market being insurance? Did we talk about that? We talked about that a long time ago when we first got here. Did we talk about it? And we talked about how if the stock market crashed, it just means the insurance companies are not going to pay out. Plus, it's skip. We talked about this in the beginning of us being here. Look what's happening right now. This is in Canada.
The U.S. owes a shitload of money. Hey everybody, so this just came out. Apparently Canada would be unloading some of its debt it owns from the U.S. government. So it's unloading bonds. Now, it's getting serious because U.S. owes a shitload of money to several countries. Also, Japan, 1.1 trillion, China, 749 billion, UK, 690.2 billion, Luxembourg, 373.5 billion, and Canada owns 328.7 of the U.S. debt. Now, bonds are pretty simple, right? When a country needs money, it doesn't just ask money to other countries. Like, countries buy bonds from that country. Now, Canada deciding to unload some of his bonds, and China being pissed off at the States could also decide to unload some of their bonds, which would mean that that would cripple U.S. economy in a heartbeat. So, playing tough is one thing, but when other countries decide to play back, that's another. Have a good day, guys. I'll let you know when I have.
The guy tell us this country was about the market was going to crash? Did he tell us?
The president sent federal agents to arrest a man for speaking. Don't get lost in anything else. The rest of the story. The president of the United States sent federal agents under direct orders to arrest a man for speaking.
Did we talk about that?
The president sent federal agents to arrest a man for speaking. Don't get lost in anything else. The rest of the story. The president of the United States sent federal agents under direct orders to arrest a man for speaking. Their people are getting all tied up in citizenship and visas and green cards and all this other. The president of the United States sent armed federal agents to arrest a man for speaking at a protest, and they are now trying to deport him from the United States.
Did we talk about you got to be careful what you say because they will be coming for you? And I told folks you cannot say whatever you want to say on my social media because they're not going to come to your door. They're going to come to my door because they are watching. Okay. I just wanted to know if y'all seen that. Okay. Because I be wanting to see if y'all be seeing what I be seeing.
This morning, fears of a recession worsening. The Dow plunging 900 points. The Nasdaq suffering its worst day since 2022 after President Donald Trump refused to rule out if the U.S. is heading for a recession. This morning, fears of a recession worsening. The Dow plunging 900 points. The Nasdaq suffering its worst day since 2022 after President Donald Trump refused to rule out if the U.S. is heading for a recession.
I hate to predict things like that. There is a period of transition because what we're doing is very big. We're bringing wealth back to America.
Trump, who closely follows the markets, remaining out of sight Monday, while investors panicked amid tariff whiplash. And as billionaire Elon Musk has turned his attention to slashing the federal government.
The way support in entitlement spending, which is most of the federal spending is entitlements. That's like the big one to eliminate.
Tech stocks tumbling too. Tesla down more than 15% in one day and more than 40% since the start of the year. The White House downplaying economic fears.
There are a lot of reasons to be extremely bullish about the economy going forward, but for sure this quarter there are some blips in the data.
But after launching a trade war with the nation's closest trading partners, Mexico and Canada, economists say the risk of a recession is getting higher and higher.
If the U.S. imposes tariffs to the degree that the president has been talking about and maintains them for more than a few months, I think a recession will be unavoidable.
Trump put a pause on many of his 25% tariffs on goods from Canada and Mexico. But that didn't stop Canada from responding. Ontario now slapping a 25% tariff on electricity to Minnesota, Michigan, and New York. The leader of the province blaming Trump, saying Canada is negotiating through strength.
There's no reason for a recession. I call it the self-made Donald Trump recession.
And with tariffs on steel and aluminum imports set to go into effect tomorrow, the impact could be far-reaching for Americans. Prices for everything from washing machines to toasters, canned goods, and cars expected to go up as soon as Memorial Day. And businesses like Brian Boggs, who makes custom furniture in Asheville, North Carolina, on edge.
We're all used to uncertainty, but this is a mess.
Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren knocking Trump for what she says is failing to make good on his campaign promise.
What y'all think? foreshadowing at its finest. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I've been trying to stay off of here, because every day, as soon as I turn it on, I'm like, what in the... Give me 1 second. I notice certain people's videos, when I share them, they don't repost them.
Yeah.
Four things that will attract dangerous people. Economic collapse. Trade wars have begun and the stock market's already plummeting. You might want to share and repost this one because most people have no clue how fast things unravel when the system collapses. The moment the system crashes, credit cards, debit cards, crypto, and online banking will be useless. Banks.
Did we talk about that? We're going to run through this real quick. Did we talk about that? We did. I beg people not to put their money in crypto, stock market. Buy what you need. Not trying to hold it and do all this. Okay.
Shut down, ATMs will be empty, and people will be in shock. Cash might still work, but only temporarily. The first wave of panic buying begins. Most people will still cling to hope that the economy will bounce back. Stores may continue accepting cash, but inflation will skyrocket. What little is left on the shelf will cost 10 times more than what it does now. Buying begins. Most people will still cling to hope that the economy will bounce back. Stores may continue accepting cash, but inflation will skyrocket. What little is left on the shelf will cost 10 times more than what it does now. Gold and silver will be accepted, but only while supplies last. Once goods start running out, money won't matter anymore. The economy will be in total collapse. Banks won't reopen, the government won't be able to stabilize the market, and cash will be worthless as toilet paper. Even gold and silver will lose value, because when there's no food, precious metals can't feed you. Reopen, the government won't be able to stabilize the market, and cash will be worthless as toilet paper. Even gold and silver will lose value, because when there's no food, precious metals can't feed you. Bartering will...
Appalachian Prepper. All of that we talked about in the beginning of WOIU, did we not? I argued with people day in and day out about don't buy no gold, don't buy no silver, don't buy no crypto, don't buy no stocks. You need to get what is not going to be available when all of that stuff is going on. Most of my arguments on here, where I was like, I'm not about to argue with y'all. Literally, that's it.
Take over as the new economy. So what becomes currency when traditional money fails? Things like alcohol and tobacco, medicine and medical supplies, salt and sugar, hygiene and sanitation goods. After a collapse, your bank account isn't going to save you. What you physically have in your possession is all that's going to matter. Economic collapse. Trade wars have begun and the stock market's already plummeting. Becomes currency when traditional money fails? Things like alcohol and tobacco, medicine and medical supplies, salt and sugar, hygiene and sanitation goods. After a collapse, your bank account isn't going to save you. What you physically have in your possession is all that's going to matter. Economic...
Yay or nay? Come on. Yay or nay? That's all I want to know. Yay or nay? Yay. Nay. Yay. Did. Do you feel crazy now? I begged y'all. I said, listen, God don't tell me stuff for nothing. If he won't let me quit telling y'all this, and I got to keep saying it over and over, oh no, it's coming. Just because it haven't happened right now, and it's sooner than later. Hey, you said hell yay. Get your nephew. He didn't say yay. He said hell yay. That part. Y'all. That's why I said I don't care if you believe. What do that got to do with me? Because you don't believe it's going to happen. God tell me something, I'm moving. When you was getting your solar stuff, people called you crazy. Well, that man said, yeah, we going to go on and turn the power off if this man keep on doing what he doing. People thought we was crazy. They thought we was crazy for buying dehydrated chicken and learning how to dehydrate our own vegetables and buying seeds and learning how to filter water and learning how to make bread and learning how to make our own pasta sauce and cutting down on all of that. They bought stuff for status. We bought stuff for strategy. Say it with me. They bought stuff for status. We bought stuff for strategy. No. No. You'll be able to cook. You'll be able to warm your space. If you got to get outside, you will be able to warm your tent. You got cast iron skillets, not that cheap stuff. You got rice and beans. If all we eating is a rice, sugar and rice, or salt and pepper and rice in the morning with a little gravy on it, they bought stuff for status. We bought stuff for strategy. I'm trying to tell you. Girl, I'm not doing all that. I know. And I will not be doing all that you're going to be doing right now. We get to sit and chill now. Do you hear me? Did you hear what I said? I said we get to sit and chill now. We is smart and we is wise. Told my friends to get their stuff, but they were too preoccupied going on trips to Puerto Rico and buying the men some shoes. Oh, folks were in my house calling me crazy. Look at the windows. Come on. You said what? I kept telling you, let them call you crazy. Let them say whatever they want. They not going to be feeling all sparky and spunky like that in a minute. Don't worry about it. We get to look out the window and casually add on. Come on, Mari. They bought stuff for status. We bought stuff for strategy. I guarantee you're going to start hearing, I shouldn't have went. I probably shouldn't have bought that. Do anybody want this? Anybody looking for anybody need this right here? Now my people asking me to send them a list of what they need. Hello? Not stopping, not sitting and chilling. I'm going to keep adding on. Come on. Auntie, what I mean by that is I'm still doing what I got to do, but we ain't got to be running around stressed out is what I mean. We can do it freely and not frantically. Your manager said they better start stocking up. Okay. You see what I'm saying? I'm still doing, Auntie. I just talked to y'all about canning yesterday. I ain't stopping. What I mean is, we ain't got to be running around frantic. We can do what we need to do and be cool. Yeah. We ain't got to be out there, oh God, I need all of these things. I need all of this. No. Because our tools and fuse. You said, puh. Stay asking for the list now. Oh. Hello there, yeah. The list they said they were never going to need it, they ignored for 36 months or so. 37 we working on maybe now. They need it. Yep. They thinking about their trips and stuff too. They is. You said we already ready. We the 5 wise. You told us that, and we just grateful. Yeah, we grateful for that. Thank you for allowing us to be the 5 wise and not the 5 foolish. You said you gotta go. You about to be making your grand entrance soon. I know it's about to rumble and tumble, ain't it? It's already going down. You ready? Yeah, we gonna see you shortly. You about to do your best moves now, ain't you? All right, Dad. Well, we gonna talk to you later. He about to do his best work here shortly. Don't even worry about it. You said still stocking up, so not playing. Yeah. No water. What you said about them straws and filters? Oh. That's all I got. Labor pays in effect. I'm trying to tell you. And now you see why I said I don't care about going nowhere. I don't care. I mean, granted, like, whatever, but that was not my concern. I was worried about this time. And then people's like, you worried about something that ain't happened yet. Well, the worst time to worry about is when it's happening. But I get what you're saying. But God told me it's going to be way more expensive to get it if I wait. So I'm going to sacrifice and take my 2s infused right now and get it. And then if he want me to have the extra, he'll send it to me. But this is what I'm about to do right here. I think I found a nearby water source and got a lot of filtration systems. Come on. Come on. I thanked Dad last night in my journal. Come on. Come on. And the sad part about it is we not even being mean because I loved you enough to let you ignore me and keep telling you. You ignored me for 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, the last 6 months, the last 3 months, hell, the last 3 weeks. I done sent you 3 things. You don't even read those messages. My family is getting ready for a trip, so they're not worried about preparing. Interesting. Good. My coworkers said they were scared. I said, I'm not. I'm prepared. What? You said they scared, and you said I'm not because I'm prepared. Anybody else feel that in your soul? Anybody else feel I'm not scared, I'm prepared, even if you ain't got everything or whatever else? Do you? I don't even know how it's gonna work, but I don't gotta be like that. You said definitely do. Come on. Come on. And the crazy thing is, we've learned to stay in the house. We've learned to deny ourselves access outside. We've learned to deny ourselves, doing whatever we want. We've learned. I don't really need that. I'm going to put that back. Or I can wait for it. And God, if you want me to have it. We've learned while everybody else is about to have to learn it instantly at one moment. And still, and I'm not saying ain't nobody prepared, but a lot of people are not. And y'all know they not. Yeah. Me too. You hear me? Think about it. It was hard, but I'm glad I did. Come on. Come on. Come on. I treated myself and my son to some food yesterday. That's the first time we've been out besides doctor's appointments. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all see it was my birthday. And I went and got me a little rib, honey, and the rest of it I'm going to be eating tonight. They didn't read your messages, and you're not going to listen to their pleas and petitions. My husband finally on board. He finds stuff and says, do we have this yet? Come on. Come on, bro. Come on. Access denied. Okay. Mari. Okay. But now do y'all see why we said that? Why I was like, I can't tell y'all what to do, but certain things I won't be going for. Because once you then took your time and you sat, now if God tell you to do something, that's something different. But if he hasn't, at this point, I don't need outside. Outside need me, that part. I always get smacked with you don't know the day nor the hour. Okay, sis, lips zipped, watching. Oh! God was looking out for me. I went to my family in New Orleans after my dad died, and they give me all this camping stuff and survival stuff. Come on. And books. Come on. Not you went and they gave you survival. Oh, okay. Okay, because my daddy is big. Can you tell me where to get that article from? I've lost 80 pounds and had to buy new clothes, but mostly I've had to alter them old ones. That part. That part. That part. Ella Fitzgerald made a song called Who's Got the Last Laugh Now? Listen. 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 And it ain't even that we laughing at them, but it's like, I told you. You laughed at me and said you wasn't about to do all that and you don't want to hear it. You ignore my phone calls. Well, I mean, because Elon Musk is in the phones. And they worried about him turning the FAA off. What you think he going to do with this internet and all this other stuff? The FAA man said he could just shut off all travel. Because now they're giving SpaceX over, the FAA over to SpaceX. This nigga can't even keep his stuff in the air and make it do what it's supposed to do. And y'all giving our planes and everything over to them. That's nuts. And they're worried that he gonna be on some damn ketamine and turn everything off because he freaking out. Yeah. No communication, no travel, no, literally. That man, the man that used to be in the CIA or FBI, he wrote a whole letter and was like, this is not good. Y'all don't need to do that. Because if he flipped out and just turn off everything, because he said, and called somebody a little man and said, it's my Starlink, it's my this and that, and I can do what I want, with it, what I want to. Well, everything that'll be connected to Starlink, if it goes through there, you won't be able to access anything. He can't even keep his Tesla sales up. This part, auntie. This. That's why he's trying to get access into all the payment systems, because he's going to turn them off. He's going to turn them off. But it's not just him, because I've been following this man in like Ireland or something like that. Y'all know they doing all the same stuff over there too. With the farmers, their government is taking the farmland and making the farmers lose their land just like they doing now. Y'all seen it? I reposted them. They doing the same thing in other countries.
Collapse. Trade wars.
Don't even ask me how I'm gonna sleep. That was down.
So, I've been on Talk TV and on GB News today, talking about what Labour have brought in again, which is, a tax, and a way that they can take the land away from the farmers. Fucking shame on you. And I've said on both of my interviews, I've come to the conclusion that Labour hates the farming community. Anybody that's got land, they want to take it off us. They're slowing down our...
Why do y'all think they attacking the farmers? What did we say is the easiest way to control people? That part, Rika. That part, Isabel. That part, Keish. Y'all see it happening? Food and water. Do y'all see it happening? Everywhere. Food and access. Come on. Yep. And changing water regulations. All of that. Food regulations. Everything. Medicine. Everything. They not wasting no time, Keish. And everything is happening simultaneously, is it not? Is it not? They talking about the money, ain't no food, ain't gonna be this in 3-6 months. The world is gonna look way different from what it look right now. Yeah. Not you listening. Very quickly. Told y'all. Wasn't gonna take long at all. And this is why I kept begging y'all to hurry. Because the urgency that God put in my spirit. Have y'all realized now I really don't say get your stuff anymore? We just really watching it happen now. Y'all don't really hear me say that as much as I used to. I don't talk about getting your stuff. We talk just about what's happening now. Because our get your stuff, 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 it's over with. As far as there's no need to repeat it. We done moved on to the faithful phase now. Literally. We done moved on to the faithful phase. And it's not saying it's about to be no piece of cake for us, because we still got to be here and live through it. But I'm so grateful. That's why I was like, man, okay. Well, Dad, you knew what you was doing. And I didn't understand why for such a time as this. But we here now. We in it. And I'm grateful that God chose us. Not that he didn't choose other people, but I'm grateful he chose us to get together over here and work the way we did. We didn't just worry about ourselves. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, well, God can multiply what you got, but you need something. He can make the bag of beans never run out, never get bugs. He can make that flower pot never run out, never get bugs. But if you don't got it to start it, ain't nothing in there. I'm not saying that he can't materialize nothing, because I'm sure he can do that too. He can produce it. But if he asked the widow, what you got? Just start pouring what you got and it ain't never going to run out. Oh, okay, so I need to have something for him to multiply. You got to have a starter pack. Come on. Moses said, what am I supposed to do? He said, what you got in your hand? What do you already have? I can multiply that. Not that I can't give him something to work with. Come on. Not that he'd even need it. He said, we right there together. But if you look at all of the miracles, he had, what do you already have? The cloth, the cloth to walk over the thing. Everything was already with what you had. Pretty much everything was already in their hand or already in their possession, and he multiplied that. Or he used that to work the miracle. So then I just need to have the stuff. He gonna do the rest. But I need to have something for him to work with. And that's the faith of it. God, I couldn't get a lot. I got what you got. He said, I already knew. I allowed that to happen so you can watch every time you pour this rice, you're going to come back and the bag going to be filled back up. Like some Rumpelstiltskin stuff. I know that you've been using that same bag of powdered eggs that should have ran out 6 months ago. And every time you get back, you just notice it's a little more in there than it was last night. Okay, that's what I need. Staying connected to the vine. Jesus, he always gets the branches to produce in season. Come on. And out if you want them to. You hear me? Oh, I'm just saying. So if you don't feel like you in your Joseph experience, you should now. If you didn't, if you felt like you've been locked down and couldn't go outside, like you was in a prison almost. You was. But now you about to be in a palace. Look at that. Give me 1 second. Because while everybody else about to be running crazy, you about to be in your palace, chilling. Thank you, Dad. We were supposed to be going on a scavenger hunt, but here lately we ain't been making it to the scavenger stuff. We ain't been making it to that stuff, but maybe this is more important. And can I be honest with y'all? I'm not happy to hear that your family members are waited too late, but at least they asking. I mean, we do get a little tickle because we be like, I told you, and you was mean and had everybody think I was crazy, but at least they asking. And they might not be able to get as much stuff as you, but at least they asking. You know what I mean? Maybe they'll start going to the food pantries now and stuff like that. So, you know, now they believe, but a lot of times it be when it's almost too late. And that's why I can't fool with people that don't want to think about it before. And now y'all see why I said there's a lot of people I don't want to be stuck in a hole with. Because they don't believe it until they see it. Well, this is why people are believing now, because they see it. But you believed before you saw it. That part, right? You believed before you saw. Did you or did you not? You didn't have to see this news for you to start buying stuff. You didn't have to see the stock market crash. You had faith in what you were reading and what you were hearing and what you were studying. And then God started to open up your spiritual eyes. And you could see the pattern going that way even though the event had not happened yet. So you didn't have to wait. To those that have ear to hear. People said I was doing too much when I got my chickens. Now people at work are asking me to give them advice on how to start. Come on. Come on. This is what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I be talking about. It's some folks that laughed at y'all for fruit prep too, for your dehydrating and all of that. And now they want to know. Now they want to know. And think about it. The dehydrators come from China. Greater is the faith of those who act without seeing than those who wait to see it. Come on, Mari. It's so funny that we're talking about faith. My son's devotional this morning was literally walk by faith and not by sight. Come on, nephew. God be putting it in that little boy. You hear me? He sure does. Giving him that work. Do you hear me? We ain't never seen Jesus, but we know he coming and believe he on his way. But it's some people that got to see Jesus and they still didn't believe. You hear me? Got to see God in the flesh and they still didn't believe. He said, but it's going to come some after y'all. They ain't even going to be seeing the Son of Man, but they going to believe and do. And do. I ain't never got to see him, but yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not in the flesh. But I believe Rico. But everything he say, I believe, and look at what didn't happen. Look at what didn't happen. Look. And that's why I said, I know we gonna have to, our lives is all about to be ended shortly. It's a reality. But you don't, I'm not saying we not even gonna suffer. But God has allowed us to have a Joseph experience. And I'm gonna keep saying that. It ain't that we gonna just be eating good and this and that, but we ain't gonna be in the situations other people are in because we believe God. And Joseph and the people that were with him, his family, whoever, it wasn't that they was eating like they normally eat, but they wasn't not eating nothing. It might have been a bowl of porridge and some little vegetables on top, or a piece of bread and some soup. But guess what? It was people in neighboring countries that didn't have anything. They was eating their children. Who remembers me talking about that? That people going to be so hungry, they going to be eating their kids. Can y'all see that happening right now? Anybody? You see it playing out? Good night. And them ain't my words. Them is not even my words. That's biblical, is it not? It said mothers is going to give birth and run up in the hills because there's nothing to eat, and they're going to eat their newborn babies. He showed been preparing my mind. I was upset the other day. I had to eat. Sometime I didn't. Something I didn't want to. I said, Dad, thank you for letting me get my frustrations out now. Come on. Dad, please keep my mind. I'm trying to tell you. That man said, once the stock market collapse, it ain't gonna be no food. Think about how many people is buying Jordans right now instead of beans and rice and powdered milk and powdered eggs and flour and sugar and salt and pepper and garlic salt and seasoning. I was thankful because I had to put it in my stomach. Come on. Come on. You had something to put in your stomach. Right. Right. Girl, listen. When I tell you I've been stretching my stuff out, stretching it out, sometimes I don't let myself eat until after dark. Once the sun is gone down. In real life. Because we in that time now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying every day, but it be later in the day when I eat. And I look up and it's been dang near 24 hours, but that's okay. I might grab me a couple crackers or something before I go to sleep. And my aunt just bought my cousin some J's. I just told God, thank you for come on. Come on, for his obedience. Come on. I saw all the essentials on the shelves and bought 3 or 4 bags of everything. Come on, I swear that's what's happening with my blessing oil. When I be blessing all the doors and windows in my house, y'all, I ain't never needed a refill. It happens. It happens. Listen, that's why I said I'm grateful. I know we the odd folks out. We in the world, but we not of the world. We do not think the way the world thinks. We are transforming our minds every day. God is using the Holy Ghost and the Spirit of God and the Word to transform our minds so that we see that all of this stuff was a facade. Them things ain't even important. Making sure your family is straight and taking care of the people around you is the most important things that He had us doing, and working on ourselves. Teaching us how to keep a hold on our mouth and our attitudes. Teaching us to pay attention to things that's around us that we would have been so bogged down with other stuff we would have never paid attention to. It's a different life over here. And it's not always easy, but baby, I don't want another one. Really, the reason I don't be on TikTok, like, I'm sharing stuff because I don't know who's paying attention to my TikTok still or whatever. But people have been in my inbox like, Circa, where are you? You never post anymore. People are finding us on YouTube. I told y'all I was going to leave this place. I told y'all TikTok was not going to be forever for me. And in a minute, they're going to be trying to get rid of me on here. I'm sure of it. Because all of the things that we've been talking about for years are happening now. They are. And I'm grateful to God. Not that they're happening, but that He told us. That's my most thing. Like, I just been thanking Him every day. Like, thankful for the people He took out of my life. Thankful for the people He put in my life. Thankful for just having us pay attention. Like, that is, it's better than money. Learning how to be alone and content with myself. Come on. Because trust is about to go out the window real quick. You know that, right? You're not going to be able to trust everybody. You're going to have to ask God to give you discernment on who to let in your house, who to let stop by, all of that. You know what's really going to be crazy, though? When they start hearing y'all voice in their head about all the things that you kept telling them was coming. That's going to be crazy. And they're going to have to realize that they did it to themselves. They did it to their children. They did it to their husband. They did it to their wife. They, you know. Because them stores is going to clear out probably faster than COVID. Because now that people are panicking, people are starting to stock up. Well, if we doing tariffs and all of that stuff, it already wasn't much prior to that. And then we don't know what's good and what ain't. So you dang near don't even know what to buy. Because He's not letting all of the reports come out about what ain't good and what is good and all of this. Right? My patience with people have been short. And been blocking folks quickly. I'm just grateful to y'all that listen. And not to me. I'm not saying I'm grateful you listen to me. I'm happy that when the word came forth, even if it didn't sound like a whole bunch of breathing and singing and all of that, you listened and you moved. Period. And I'm grateful to God that you all listen, because now y'all babies don't gotta be hungry, scared. Not that they ain't gonna be scared, but it don't gotta be completely terrifying and be hungry while you doing it, or cold, or in the dark, or whatever the situation is about to be. Because I really be thinking about all of our people that we got in Wisconsin, New York, and Michigan. Like, they on my mind heavy. You hear me? Because in the next couple months, there might be people we can't even talk to if that man go ahead and do. We got people that's in New York. We got people that's in Michigan and Wisconsin. We do. And if there's no internet and no lights and no whatever, like, what are those cities gonna be like? If you can't get cell service, how you gonna call for the police? How you gonna call for an ambulance? We talked about these services not being available. And now this man trying to defund the police. Y'all remember us talking about the police ain't gonna be coming? He said, I love that you give it to us straight, no chaser. Some of us need that kick in the rump to get us in gear. Listen, third world, exactly. Think about it. We talked about the police not coming. We talked about the ambulance not being available. We talked about the stores not being open. Where you going to get it from? And he's making sure that all of that comes to pass right now. Wild Wild West is going to be Mad Max for real. And we talked about it. Yep. So, I'm not going to keep y'all. Maybe we'll get to the scavenger hunt tomorrow. Okay? Maybe we'll get to the scavenger hunt tomorrow. Father God, please protect and provide for people who are going to have to deal with no food, power, and water. Right? We in the days of Noah. Period. You don't think Noah prayed for them people that he had to watch drown or get attacked by the animals? Do you? It's probably why the nigga was drunk. I've been telling people I'm not eating. My kids, and if they love theirs, they will prepare and get ready now. Keish. Keish. And now you see why when everybody's like, oh, you could do, like when my friends, when I started this, and they was like, oh, you should be doing this and you should be doing that. I'm going to do exactly what God tells me to do. And nothing else. We are officially Kevin Bacon is. I'm just glad I won't have to watch my baby waste away. Thank you, Dad, for obedience. I'm trying to tell you. Please, I just ordered my raft and my toilet. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm proud of y'all. I am. And I know that this has been difficult. I know it has in so many different ways. I know it's been difficult. I know. But guess what? I told y'all. I said this is going to be one of the hardest things you have to do this transition. But baby, you won't change it for nothing. And it's going to be one of the most rewarding things you've ever done. And you cannot tell me that looking at your survival stuff and looking at everything that you have, that you don't feel like that is a reward for your diligence and for you being persistent. Yep, last week my whole city was without power, but we still had lights because of the rechargeable light bulbs. Come on, Shelly! Did the whole town was out, the whole city, not at Shelly house. Not at Shelly house, the lights wasn't out. The whole town was out, and you was the light in the dark world, is what you telling me? That's what you said? Interesting. It make me happy. Because you said yours don't work? Well, you got to get some more. You can't send them back? Why you didn't try them? Bought DVDs, a portable DVD player, and headphones so my son can watch his shows, block out some of the noise for him. I'm trying to tell you. I just told my cousin today. She said, girl, we already got them. I got to start water bathing my meat. Girl, I'm on it. Yep, I'm on it. Yep. You threw the paper away. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, ma'am. Well, ask God to put something in your way. He will. He will. Oh, you still have your other... Yeah. So, with that, I'm going to let y'all go. And that's another reason why I said I keep telling kids, enjoy technology now because it's going to be gone somewhere. I have the type of rechargeable light bulbs that lights up automatically pop. Oh, when the power, yeah. Yep. The kind that pop on as soon as the lights cut out. And this is why we talked about having them in your light bulb, so that way at least one in the hallway or something. I know I used to get on y'all nerves. I know I did. That's okay. I love y'all. That's why I did that. Put one in the bathroom and put one in the hallway. And if you got a closet that you leave open in the kids' room, put it in there so when the lights go out, sometimes you got to pop out and show them do. Because I know I used to get on your nerves. I know I did. But it's okay because I love y'all. Because if I didn't care, I wouldn't say nothing. And I wouldn't keep telling you over and over. I'd just be like, okay, that's on you. It's some people I do that with. But I love y'all. You never did. You prepared me. Listen, I love y'all. And my son has so much fun with his solar bulbs. He figured out rubbing his feet real fast on the carpet powers them. Did we talk about it, niece? We talked about that specific thing. I said you better have them kids running around here rubbing that scuff. Normally it's pick up your feet, don't drag them. Now it's drag your feet when you holding that bulb. Put your socks on so you can get more friction. You hear me? Now it's scuff your feet on the floor. You didn't used to want the oil stains from the lotion and stuff. Now you like, I don't even care. So hold that thing and get your stuff together. Matter of fact, you and your sister hold one at the same time. He says he's like Electro from Spider-Man. Is, nephew. Is. Listen, I'm thankful to God that he loved us enough to get us ready. That's it. That's all. And I ain't gonna keep y'all. Oh man, and it's crazy. So we're gonna read because we're gonna look at some land that I think that might be very important. Because he took me to a place, and so I'm sure he wants us to read that. So maybe in the morning then, because I don't know what's happening while we not, but we'll read it in the morning. Or if I get back on here later, because I just got up, I took a nap, so I might not even be going to bed. It's kind of early, so we might have a late class. I'm just about to see how my night go. You did get on my nerves at first about it, but when I realized you just love us. Yeah, thank you for telling the truth. I know I get on people's nerves. That's the part of my superpower. If I didn't, y'all probably wouldn't have did it. Yeah, some of y'all just did it so I could stop saying it. So I could quit asking Did you get your stuff? Did you get your stuff? Did you get your stuff? You could finally say yes. And then you didn't know that that was the trap, because once you buy one thing, then you realize you need other stuff. And so then my work was done. I just had to plant the seed. That's all I had to do was plant the seed. Nah, you two are for real. I know I get on people's nerves. Listen, this the thing though. Y'all got on their nerves because y'all love them. God get on our nerves because he love us. When he won't leave something alone and he keep telling you to do it and do it and do it and you don't, and then something happen and you be like, something kept telling me, not something, God, our dad, Yahweh, Jehovah, Jireh, Jehovah Shalom, Jehovah Nisei, all of these, whatever name you want to call them by, Yahuwah, Yahshua, Yahshua, Emmanuel. You know he got a lot of names. So whichever name you calling on, yeah. Do you hear me? Yeah. Come on. Whichever name you go by, whichever name you call him, he told us. You know, and I'm grateful for it. So I'm gonna go eat and then I'm gonna come back. We'll see. I'm not gonna promise. I said I gotta quit saying that because I don't be wanting y'all to wait, but I think y'all kind of getting it now. Plus, this whole menopause thing got me, my emotions be all irritated and stuff. I don't be wanting to be mean to nobody because it's too close to the coming of the Lord for me to be getting in trouble. He told me to get in my word again. He was on my nerves so bad. I got in my word this morning and he ate me up, told me I'm neglecting him. This part. I remember those classes when you used to repeat yourself every day, but I got my stuff. Come on. Listen to my godmother is telling people to get prepared in the Philippines. They are listening. That's good. Okay, I love y'all. I be understanding. See you later, TT and fam. Yeah. And then, too, we just getting ourselves ready to not be able to contact each other as much. Because we didn't got so used to being here. And having this community. So it's a couple of things. And then, too, just because, like I said, I'm living in it with y'all. It's scary for me because I seen it in my sleep and now it's happening every day. So I be like, ooh. So I don't be trying to overload myself because I still have to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But we can read in the morning if y'all want to. I was going to get up at like 5, but I was like, I was up, but I was going to get on here. So if I go to bed early tonight, we will have an early class in the morning, okay? And it ain't going to be nothing crazy. We just going to be looking up some places because I think they're going to be very important. I know he don't take me to nothing for nothing. So if I come back tonight because I'm not tired, we're going to talk about some of it tonight and some of it in the morning, okay? I'm just about to go eat real quick because I've been asleep since 1. And so I'm going to eat something. All right? Is that okay with y'all? Yeah. Okay. So I don't know for sure if I'm going to come back or not. We're going to see how I feel. But I'm up and I don't want to just whatever. I finally catch you. I put on my notifications and it never pops up. Girl, you know they hiding me. They hiding me. Hi, pumpkin butt. Kiss my babies for me. Yeah. And plus, hopefully, y'all getting into y'all thing of reading or coloring or calming y'all minds down. That's another thing. I'm hoping that y'all start to put some of your puzzles together or whatever else it is so we can start getting our mind in a space of, right? That's another reason why. Because there's so many things to talk about, but just finding things that make you happy. I don't care if it's just sitting outside and just taking in the beautiful silence of not bombs and sirens, because we don't know what we're about to experience. So I've been getting back outside in the morning so I can watch the sunrise. Because I hadn't been doing that. So I'm grateful he's been waking me up early enough. I love watching the sun. I seen them. I think you sent some recently, like in the last 3 months. I seen the last ones that you sent. I think I responded unless you didn't send me some new ones, and I ain't been in there to check. I ain't gonna lie. Yep, it's warm because them kids still outside playing. It's 8 o'clock, 9, and they outside. Interesting. Yeah. So, what was I going to say? Oh, I just been trying to look at the beauty around me. because I had got so caught up in getting up, getting on here, you know, after I do my studies and being on here all day, I don't even be going outside. So I've been getting up and just sitting outside, looking at the leaves, looking at the animals running around, because I believe that what we see right now, maybe this is the last year that we get to see it like it is now. Because if that man send troops into Canada or Mexico, that means they're going to be sending troops over here. They're going to be tearing up our stuff like we've been tearing up everybody else's stuff. So even just riding down the highway and not seeing it devastated and all of these things. So I ain't been to no park, but I plan on going to see a park sometime soon and just walking around the park. Before I can't walk around the park. You say, I agree. You walked this 6K? Oh, okay. You walked 6 kilometers there. All right. That part. So just trying to enjoy scenery that because remember how crazy everybody was going during COVID, because they really couldn't go outside and be around people. So you have your kids in swim classes now. Good job. So that's another thing, is just getting out and seeing the trees of spring. So feeling the sun on our face, you know, these type things, because I've been in the house for 3 years for the most part, which is fine. I'm not tripping. But before these things all go away, I want to just tell God thank you one more time. You know what I'm saying? So definitely trying to take in the beauty of what he created before we don't get to see it beautiful anymore, because we know he's coming to tear it up. So things like that. Flowers, looking at just, I don't even mess with like bees and stuff, but I was happy to see the wasps today. I said, oh, they already out. Okay, I seen some buds on the trees growing, you know, just things that I had, because it's so much. I ain't been looking at the real beauty around me and the things that, you know, and in a minute the air might be so toxic, or we don't know what's going to happen. The water, whatever, we might not get to see the beauty we see right now, you know? So if you can, when you're sitting in your chair, if it's a window you can open and look outside and see, do it. Go look at the base of the tree and look how interesting the base of a tree is. Look at all the, entangled roots, or a bush. Hell, it don't matter. God took time to make it. Go give him some appreciation for doing it. Same, I normally run from a wasp, but I didn't even flinch. Me either today, which was really crazy. Hearing the birds in the morning hits different. It do. Yeah, I was glad to see it. I was glad to see the wasp today, too. I couldn't even believe it. Normally, I'd be like, ooh, okay, time to go in. I didn't even, it flew around. I was like, because they talking about the bees leaving and, you know, different bird species. So we don't know what, we about to see barren land. And so trees and flowers and the clouds and all of it, pay attention. Take as many pictures as you can, print them out, put them in a little thing for just in case we don't see that no more. Because we're not used to seeing devastation around us, but it's coming. Your favorite buildings that you like looking at, go take a picture of them. Print it out. Put it in a book. You know? Because we might not be able to see those things. Right? Hello? I'm about to go. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing. Well, that's fine. I'll see y'all. Take some pictures with the kids, playing in the grass. I don't know. Just get some good memories. Because it seemed like they want to take them all. So, it's heavy rain here in the Bay all week, but we need it. I'll enjoy the sun next week. Well, however you going to take a picture of the rain. They say the butterflies are declining. Take a picture of the rain. Take videos of the rain. Because remember, it said that when Enoch and Elijah come back, they're going to be able to stop the rain. So you might want to get some videos of that too. That's what I'm talking about. Are you somewhere else besides YouTube? Yes, we're on Fanbase. Fanbase. The last year of American normalcy. I'm trying to tell you, nephew. You feel it in your bones too. I be trying not to make people... Because it's a lot I be wanting to say, but I don't want to say. You know what I mean? But I feel it. And it's like I be getting glimpses of crazy stuff, and I just be like, oh, okay. All right, like today, I'm gonna make me some croissants, not from scratch, the Pillsbury kind, but I ain't had none in a long time. Like I normally buy the ones from Costco, but I wanted some Pillsbury croissants, the little ones that I eat like 4 or 5 of, and then I get up in the middle of the night and eat them. That's what I want. So I got some, just something simple. $3. Well, they was $1.68. I got the old, not the big thick pack, but the little one. I'm gonna make them today. I ain't had none in a minute. I'm gonna make them. You know what I mean? And I really want some hamburger helper with it. Because that's normally what I make them with. Is the cheeseburger hamburger helper. So that might be on the menu tomorrow. Because I ain't had that with some corn on the side. I really like to have sweet corn on the side with a lot of butter. You made French toast? Exactly. Exactly. Some of the things I like to eat that's just the simple pleasures. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's one of the things I'm about to do. I wanted some croissants and I want some hamburger helper. Cheeseburger, please. And I'm probably gonna put some mushrooms in it. I don't know for sure, but that's probably what's gonna go in there. Yeah. I ain't had none in a long time, but I'm gonna eat some. Dang, I haven't had hamburger helper in years, right? Yeah. You gotta think that's gonna be helpful now too. Say you like auntie dehydrating, or if you can, you know, canning your ground beef and ground turkey and ground pork or whatever, you can make your own hamburger helper mix. The man got the recipe on TikTok. You can make your own sauce for it and just make a whole bunch of it. And then you got your egg noodles. Peace to tomorrow. Thank you for that, idea. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a lot of egg noodles, you can make your own hamburger helper, the lasagna kind and everything. They got all the people on TikTok is giving you the recipe for the powder mix. So just make up a whole bunch of whatever kind you like, or make up the cheesy powder stuff, and then if you got your dehydrated ground beef or ground turkey or whatever, boom, you can have hamburger helpers. You want pot meal. Hell, and if you have to, throw some biscuits on the top of it or whatever and make it like a shepherd's pie or something. I don't know. But at that time, you're going to be wanting bread and some kind of soup. Period. Or some kind of flatbread or tortillas or something. Naan. All of that is going to come in handy right now. The Indian flatbread, pitas, all of it. Learning how to make those things. I had some hamburger helper, tuna tetrazzini today. Yep. So those things are gonna come in handy too here recently. So, or in the near future. So I love y'all. And once I eat, I know what's going on. I don't know. I think my levels are kind of off a little bit. It's probably my hormone levels because I've been feeling real like spacey. Do we got any people that's going through menopause or been through it? The whole spacey feeling? I've been feeling that a lot lately. And I don't like it because, okay. I've been feeling real just like kind of otherworldly. I don't really know the feeling. I don't know. Okay. So this is not just me crazy. That's why I ain't been getting on here because I don't know. My stuff just ain't been stuffing. Yes, feeling off and tired. Yes, and just kind of my energy level. So I've been trying to get my vitamins in, but also I just been feeling real spacey, which is real crazy. I don't really know how to put it into words, but I have a feeling that it's my hormones adjusting and all of this kind of stuff too. So I'm trying to learn. You making smash burgers right now? Ooh, that sound good. Ooh. I think I'm going to try me a Korean corn dog, too. That's something I want to do before the world ends. My son be telling me about them all the time. So I'm going to find me a Korean corn dog place and have one. I've never had one. They bomb. Yeah, that's what he said, too. He gets all the different kinds somewhere in Arizona. So I'm going to find me a Korean. I never had one, but I'll be wanting that cheese pool. I'll be wanting that cheese pool. So I'm going to have a Korean corn dog before the end of it. Just one. Because I'm not too big on corn dogs like that. But I would like to have me a Korean corn dog. So here in the near future, I'll be finding a place where I can go have me a Korean corn dog so I can say I had one. Just simple things before these things go away. Because the restaurants and stuff going to have to close. They fire, so y'all already know about them. Oh, so y'all be eating Korean corn dogs and don't tell me nothing about it? Got it. You went outside and felt better. Me too. The last couple of days I've been getting out of the house and sitting outside, and it's doing something. It might just be vitamin D. Might just need that, you know. The hot Cheeto one is good too. Anybody else? You gonna love them? I'm gonna love them. I bet I will, cause I used to love corn dogs. Like when my kids was younger, I don't eat them too much anymore. But I definitely want a Korean corn. I seen one and they had like cheese chunks, and then under there when they bit into it, it was cheese and it was crunchy and hot. I said, oh, yeah. The hot Cheetos is the best one. Yes, it's different. Being 45 makes your whole body act different. It sure do. Think I'm going crazy. I be having attitudes for no reason, and I'm trying to regulate some stuff over here. You want a big Japanese cheese? They good. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. A big Japanese cheese. Is that the kind of a hot dog? I don't know what that is. We said, oh, yes, it's yummy. Oh, okay. Well, I'll let y'all know. That might be what I do tomorrow. I might go tomorrow and have one. We're going to see. I don't know. The Cheeto. Okay. Well, I don't know. But I'm maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday. I don't know. I find a place first. But I'm going to go and have me a Korean corn dog. I want to have one. Yeah, I am. And then I want to try some African food. I want to do that. I still haven't had a goosey soup, or it don't necessarily have to be a goosey, but I want to try some. It's probably gonna be some with some goat. I already know the goat hit it right every time, but I want to go somewhere and actually have an authentic African dish. Now I've had African neighbors that cook certain food, but it was normally like jollof rice and some other stuff that they made, and it was always way too spicy. I couldn't eat it because they were from Benin. And their dad used to be making it like super spicy, so I couldn't really eat the rice because it has so many peppers in it. But I'm gonna find me a place, and I'm gonna have a Korean corn dog, and I want to have some authentic African food. And those is really like only the two things. And then there's a vegan place that I would like to go to. They had like a vegan hamburger. I want to try that. Then I'll probably be cool. But them is the three, right? Ethiopian, wherever. I just want to go get something. Yeah, I do want to try that little bread they be having, that spongy bread. I don't know, but there's 3 or 4 places, or 3 or 4 things that I want to try just one time before the restaurants and all of that stuff shut down. And I ain't trying to go. I'm gonna get one. You know me, $20, 25 at the most. I ain't got 35, 45, 55, but I'm gonna try it out. So I love y'all. Oh yeah, I eat all of that. Yep. I already have Indian food. I eat Indian food. I'm trying to try things that I've never had. No, I know about Indian food. I've had African food too, but there's certain kinds that I haven't had. I've eaten pretty much all the food types. I'm that type person. I'll go try somebody else's stuff. And I've had Indian food from somebody's house and from the restaurant. So anyway, I'm about to go eat. I love y'all. Yep. I love y'all. I'll see y'all either later or in the morning. Don't count on me tonight, but if I come back, y'all know y'all get a notification. So I love y'all.